Here we are then at the seventh and final pillar of the seven pillars, which are really short stories scattered throughout the Bible. And I hope that you've been on this journey with me. If not, then join me now as we concentrate on the shepherd's story. This pillar is focusing on the well-known 23rd Psalm, which is often sung at weddings and funerals. There was a concert held for the over 60s some time ago, and the Master of Ceremonies took the unusual step of picking somebody from the audience to come up and recite Psalm 23. An elderly gentleman smartly did this, and he was so eloquent, so clear. And when he finished, he received a loud applause. But even more unusual, the Master of Ceremonies asked another gentleman to come up and recite the same psalm. And he, step by step, made his way up to the platform, and he recited the 23rd Psalm. At the end of the concert, the people were making their way home, and one lady was overheard asking her friend, "And what do you think of that concert? In particular, what do you think of the two men who got up to recite Psalm 23? Oh, says the other, the one who got up the first time knew the psalm. The one who got up the second time knew the Lord." When we turn to Psalm 23, and we'll go through it very, very hurriedly, the first thing we notice is that the first and final word is Lord. And David prefixes the word Lord in the very opening verse with the definite article the. Well, you see, this is not any Lord. This is the Lord, the Lord. He who is the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. The first four verses of this psalm deal with the outdoors of life. The last two verses deal with the indoors. And I want you to notice, if you take time sometime to sit and read the psalm, the sevenfold action of this Lord. It goes like this. He leads, he makes, he guides, he protects, he restores, he prepares, he anoints. In verse 2 of this Psalm 23, we have the phrase green pastures. And here I am learning even yet, this God of nature, why green pastures and not blue or yellow or red? You see, in everything God has a purpose, which I hope you'll understand in a moment. Green pastures reminds me of my army days, and especially the training, when we used to go to the firing range to train in various weaponry. The target would be sometimes 600 yards away, sometimes 300 yards away. And what would happen would be, so many of us taking their turn at firing at the target. And after each shot, you would hear the sergeant saying, "Now put your rifle down and look at the grass in the front." Now at that time I wasn't aware what he was talking about, but from this psalm I fully understand. It was a means of resting your eyes. Green pastures. Also we have the phrase still waters. Now I don't know whether it's accurate or not, but quite often when that phrase still waters, it's an indication that the waters are deep. But leave that aside. I'd like to take it on another plane, that of meditation, still waters. Many religions accept meditation as part and parcel of the religion. For example, Buddhism and Hinduism, and those who practice yoga, which has come from Hinduism. They're all keen to make sure in their program that there's a space for meditation. You know, the Christian religion is a fussy religion, and it too is a time for meditation. But I want to point out to you that there is a clear distinction from the former forms of meditation and that of Christianity. The former meditation is asking the individual, you, to sit and empty your mind of everything. The form of meditation for the Christian is asking you to fill your mind of Jesus Christ. Still waters. Filling yourself with Jesus Christ and the things of Jesus. The Wayside pulpit here reads that a man wrapped up in himself makes a little parcel. Verse 3 we have the word, the term restoreth. It's a mighty word. And let me explain this in a simple analogy. When I'm going to the tap, I'm not going so much for more water, but I'm going for fresh water to restore